if you walk in there and you, like I say, you're guilty when you walk in the room, you got to prove yourself innocent. And you've got the people that receive the money that are represented at the table. I've read their oath, and their oath is a good oath. They're trying to, you know, they pledge an oath to be fair and to be honest. And I'm sure they oftentimes try to be that way. But when you're in a high growth area in Northwest Arkansas, you know, I have a stack of papers here. I've got more. I've got more. There's just some of them right here. But I only took things to the Equalization Board this year that they increased my taxes on properties at between 200 and 450%. Now, that's all I took to the Equalization Board. I could have, anything below 200%, I didn't take, which was probably a mistake. But and I did get some relief. I didn't get relief on some things that I thought, you know, that I should have based on some costs. But you know, even in the past, I've gone before the Equalization Board, and I've had the county assessor's office and their commercial appraisers tell me before I even gave testimony to defend myself that if I didn't want to pay my property taxes and didn't like paying them, I just ought to move to another country. And you know, my response to that was, you know, look, I thought as a taxpayer of this state, of this county, that I had a right to be here. And this was, that I had a right to defend myself, and that, you know, if you don't feel that way, and if I can't sit here and defend myself, then you know, I guess I'll just leave the room, and guess what? I'll still pay my taxes as agreed. I've never been delinquent. I've always paid on time. And again, I've always paid as agreed. But we're reaching a point in time that, you know, if you look at the income approach, the sales approach, the cost approach, and then you have the assessor's approach, and it oftentimes is not the market value. And I'm probably an exception. I thought not a whole lot of people go to the Equalization Board anymore because it takes time. It takes, you know, in my area, it takes 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of your time. You go, you wait in line, you have appointments, but people have jobs, and people, you know, if it's a $600 increase, you know, you take that much time off work, and they fear the system, and they think, you know what, I've had several people this year that canceled the day before and didn't show, didn't go, because they figured, you know what, I'm not as prepared, I don't know the system, I don't know how to game the system, I fear the system, and I'll just work more hours and I'll pay the tax. But anyhow, in my opinion, what's going on right now in part of our state is, you know, that most individuals who get the homestead exemption, you know, they just have onesies mostly. You have onesies property for the most part, and it's the house that you live in. And, you know, a lot of states have had homestead exemption for many, many years. We didn't have one in Arkansas until Amendment 79 in 1999. And if you study the history of the Equalization Boards and homestead exemption and the Assessment Coordination Department, the Amendment 79, it is a constitutional amendment. It was passed, put on the ballot, voted for by the people of this state. And some interesting research if you want to go back and look at the 10 reasons why you should vote for it. And a lot of those reasons, in my opinion, don't hold true again today. But